Hi guys, this is a tutorial on how I do my foundation, my eyebrows, and my contour. This is what I do every time I do an eye look. This is pretty much what I will do to my face. I won't show myself doing my foundation and my contour and every eye look that I do. So if you would like to know what I use for foundation, contouring, and how I do my eyebrows, you can reference this video. And so without further ado, this is how I do my foundation, eyebrow, and contouring. I started off with a very clean face, and then I moisturized with this moisturizer. I put a tinge of, not even a whole pump of mocha with 2 pumps of hazelnut, and I mix it up, and that gives me my perfect blend. I'm going to conceal my blemishes with Black Opal's concealer in honey. Using this Royal Care Cosmetics brush. It's the angled kabuki. So I'm just going to get a bit of that, and I'm just going to finish patting it in on my face first. I normally like wearing more sheer foundations, but because of the acne scarring, the breakouts that I have just experienced, I'm just going to use the ones that give me a little bit more coverage. Now I'm going to move on to my brows. I just use a Ruby Kisses pencil in dark brown, and you can find this pencil at most local beauty stores. I'm going to be just using this brush to brush out my eyebrow. I have a cut in this brow right here, so I have to cut my brows in order to get an even brow. So that's why they're cut like that. And then I'm just going to draw them in with a pencil. Now I'm going to go in with the spoolie, and I'm going to blend that pencil in and out. I have this NYC brow kit in brunette. Cleaned up my eyebrows using foundation, the darker of the two, which was mocha. That's what I used to clean up the top of my brow. And I used the 3D Face Creator in level 9 to clean up my brows up under. And now I'm using the NC45 matte concealer with the e.l.f. brush. It's a concealer brush by e.l.f. $3 brush from Target, Walmart, some Walmarts, Walgreens, different places that sells e.l.f. products, or you can go online, of course. And I'm going to conceal my eyelid with the concealer. And this is because I'm not wearing any eyeshadows. And I'm going to use this concealer under my eye as well. And this is just to give me a perfect complexion, make it look like all this the same color. You can cover up dark under eye circles with concealer that is your same skin tone. Okay, so I've concealed my face now. I've done my eyebrows and I've concealed under my eyes as well as on top of my eyelids. Now I'm going to highlight under my eyes. Kevin Aquan concealer, and it's in SX11. And this is just, I'm only using this to get myself just a little brightness under the eye. And I'm going to use the same brush. And this stuff right here, I won't be using a whole lot because it'll have you looking ghostly if you use too much. You only need a very little of this under your eye. And now I'm just going to use my beauty blender to apply a very small amount of this up the bridge of my nose. Dampen it with this Fix Plus, and then I'm going to blend in the edges of where I applied the concealer to highlight with. Blend it out my forehead area, on the sides of my nose. Now I'm going to set the concealer with this fluffy brush right here, and I'm going to be using NYC's translucent powder. powder, which is Cargo's wet dry powder. And I'm going to just use this Walmart, came with a Walmart gift set, powder brush. And I'm going to powder the areas that I did not place concealer, which is the rest of my face. I'm going to use this mineral powder by Ruby Kisses, and it's in the color Ebony blush brush, and it has this little tip to it which makes it great for the hollows of your cheeks. Blush palette that I made, and it just has a few different kinds of blushes in it, and the blush that I'm going to use is this one. It looks very red, but it's pretty sheer. Little brush right here, and this came with a Sonia Kashuk gift set, and I'm going to use a subtle bronzer, and that is my Matisse Elite bronzer in Sunrise. Place the bronzer right here to highlight my cheekbone to make it, although I do have lovely cheekbones, I want to make it appear as if my cheekbones sit up even higher than what they normally do. I'm going to place this up my nose as well, where I place the highlight, where I place the concealer at. And I'm going to carry it up into my forehead area. This is another brush from the Sonia Kashuk palette. I'm going to get a little bit of this one. To start from the top of my brow, that's where I'm going to place the bulk of that color. And I'm going to do the same on this side. And from there, I'm just going to blend this all the way, carry it all the way down. So then I go in with another brush, which is this little fluffy brush right here, just to blend it out. Just to make sure I'm not too powdery, I like to take my Fix Plus and spray my whole face to kind of melt everything together.